Chicago Network Television News, this is Urban Street with Ty Wansley, Richard Steele, and the Urban Street News team. On this edition, Urban Street takes you to the 64th annual Bud Billiken Day Parade for some things you might not have seen on TV.
You know, we're reachable for the kids. You got a lot of these programs on TV where the characters aren't reachable. And here, where they know that they can come and they can see the awakening, they can see the characters that we portray that, you know, a lot of them can't differentiate between the characters. But when they see us here and they see that we're being nice and that these characters that we play on TV are not really us, you know, they're able to say, hey, these people are really nice.
Plus, Vesta is back with her 4th album project, and Urban Street takes you behind the scenes of her video Always. Reporting from the streets of Chicago, here's Ty Wansley and Richard Steele.
Welcome to Urban Street. The 64th annual Bud Billiken Day Parade got off without a snag, even though the ad hoc committee of the Proud Black Lesbians and Gays petitioned to march in the parade. Ty Wansley has Urban Street coverage along the parade route.
We're anchoring from the 64th annual Bud Billiken Day Parade on Chicago's mighty South Side. The big buzz at this year's event was a contingency from the ad hoc committee representing proud black gays and lesbians.
It was nearly impossible, but the children did it. I'm very, very, very proud of those who put their work and effort into this. This is really remarkable. This is going to be the second parade in the country where black gay people have been part of a black community parade. We're proud.
Were you surprised at the initial resistance?
No, I was not surprised at the resistance. I was surprised at the acceptance.
And what does your presence here today accomplish?
It says just that we are alive, that we're part of this community, and we just want to be in the parade. We want to wave and say we love you.
Not everyone attending this year's event was happy to see gays and lesbians taking part in the traditionally conservative event.
I am totally against black gays and lesbian in the parade because I think it's an immorality to our society, and personally I believe that these people are just mixed up as to who they are.
There was a big fight to get black gays and lesbians in the parade this year. What impact do you think that has on the community?
I think it has a good impact because homosexuals and gays have rights like everybody else do. And I feel that if people tend to stereotype them all the time, things would always be difficult for people to understand about what they're trying to portray or get the people to understand.
Ma'am, what was your impression of the gays and lesbians in this year's parade?
I feel that they're human beings and they have their right, as well as gays should be accepted into the military.
So you think their fight to get in the parade was worth it?
Yes, I do. Because as I said, they're human beings, they're people too. I mean, just because their lifestyle is different, that's just like calling us black. You know, they're people. Sure.
For the participating gays and lesbians in this year's Bud Billiken Day Parade, they say it was well worth the fight to be out of the closet representing their community.
It says to our community and to America that this is part of our family. We've always been here, we'll continue to be here, and we want to contribute what we have to our community.
Were you surprised at the initial resistance?
No, I think unfortunately people didn't know who we were, what we're about. This is about building bridges, breaking down stereotypes, misconceptions about us. That's what we're here about today.
You know, being a black athlete and being able to be involved with the black community, I think is important for all black athletes.
And Lance, why are you involved today? Good to see you.
Well, it's one of the biggest black events going on in the world, and I'm just excited to be a part of it.
Bo Jackson, tell us about your involvement in Bud Billiken. This is about saving the children. I know it's important to you.
It's about saving the children, yes, that's right. It's one thing that we need to get across to our young kids today is to try to live a positive and a clean life, and to come out and to see the number of young people that come out to see us really make us feel good. It makes us feel that we are doing something right, and hope that the young kids can see us to try to go on with it with their lives to better themselves.
Ellis, this is your first Bud Billiken. What are your impressions?
As you see, it's a great outcome today. All the people are having fun, and I'm just proud, to be a part of it.
Tell us about the importance of this annual event.
Well, of course, this is the premier event of the year for the African-American community. There's nothing bigger than the Bud Billiken Parade, and I'm just delighted that I can be part of it.
Father, so many demographers and sociologists and so-called experts say our children are doomed. It's a dismal future. How do you see it?
I say just the opposite. I say that our children are our hope. And if we can't hope with them, where is hope? No, I say it's just the opposite. Thank God we got all of these beautiful children out here, well-behaved, having fun, and this puts the lie to that.
This is a cultural thing. This is not about important. It's about being part of your community. It's about showing these kids that, yes, we are out here with you and that we're pulling for you, and that even though things look bad, there is light at the end of the tunnel, that we can change this stuff if we all come together. We can come together for a picnic. We can come together for anything.
Meaning, I suppose, only the strong survive.
You're absolutely right. Only strong even dare.
Reverend, too often, so many of the so-called experts say our children, especially our black males, are an endangered species. How can we stop the violence, and how can we affirm the future?
Well, first of all, they are endangered to the extent that there have been 47,000 cases of police brutality since 1986. Blacks are more likely to be arrested and more likely to be incarcerated for longer periods of time. As long as there's a double standard, where if you're caught with cocaine, powder cocaine, which the rich and the white use, you get probation. Crack cocaine, the black, brown, and the poor use, you go to jail. So there is the burden of double standards on the one hand. On the other hand, a lack of investment in urban America. So the young black male has a struggle and therefore has to resist the temptation of drugs and liquor as anesthesia for pain. Resist the temptation of using guns to eliminate each other. Resist the temptation of making babies and not raising them. So our survival will make us stronger, but we must fight the right fight.
One of the high points of this year's event was certainly a high point for me, as I was invited to take part in the festivities in the mighty float for Burger King Incorporated. Why are you involved in Bud Billiken today, and what are your impressions of the parade so far?
Well, this is my third time here, and I always have a wonderful time. As you know, I think it's great to help, African American children, because they're the future, so I'm out here trying to support that. That's